In this week's episode of Working with Evernote, I'm going to show you how I link or connect my to-do list manager with Evernote. Hello and welcome to episode 95 of my Working with Evernote series. My name is Carl Pauline, and in this week's episode I want to show you how I connect a project task to the actual note related or the notebook related to in Evernote. Now, I've gone through a lot of iterations on this, but the one thing that I've always done with Evernote is when I'm working on a big project, and for me that's writing a book each year. My goal is to write a book every year. So each book project will very quickly start filling up with different notes. Now, this could be research notes that I've collected on the internet. It could also be, as in this case, the book that I'm writing is Time and Life Mastery, and this is all the notes that I've got from my online course by the same name. So what I wanted to do is keep them all together in a notebook, but I also want to be able to access that notebook directly from my to-do list manager. Now, the problem with Evernote is that you can only connect to individual notes. You cannot connect to individual projects, which is a bit of a shame, but there is a brilliant way around this using Evernote's table of contents feature, and I'm going to show you how to set this up, and you can use this with your to-do list manager. Now, for those of you guys who follow me with the Working with Todoist series, you know that the to-do list manager I use is Todoist, but you can actually either create a clickable link as we do in Todoist, or you can actually just put the link to the table of contents directly into the notes field of whatever to-do list manager you are using. So I'm going to take you straight into Evernote and show you how to get this set up. But before I do that, I would just like to say, if you like this episode, please click on the like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. Okay, let's get into Evernote and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so here I am in my Evernote notebook window. And I have up here my current projects stack. So if I open up that, I just have two things in here. I have the Range Rover Velar, which is the car I want to buy this year, and I have my Time and Life Mastery book, which is the book that I'm writing this year. So if I double click on that, and it will bring up all the notes that I have in here. So I have two notes that actually have the same name. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rename this one because this is actually the notes from my website, from the course. So I'm going to rename that. And this one is the actual course page for the online course. So I'm going to add that course page. So I have those now set up in my notebook. So they're all here, all the notes that I have. I've got some research here that I've read, and I've got also the actual details that I want from the workbook. So everything's in here that I really want. Now, the thing is, I can, as I mentioned in the introduction, I can actually only link directly to a note, which isn't actually very helpful because all that's going to happen is the note is going to open up. But what I want to do is I want to actually get to the notebook. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to select all the items here. And what we do is we create a table of contents note. So now I've created a table of contents and I've got everything here. And all I have to do is click on these and it'll take me to the note. So if I click on that, it takes me to the note. So the table of contents is a really good way. Now what I can do is I can create the clickable link. So I'm going to click on Control and click, which then gives me copy note link. Now, if you copy the note link, now I know this is a controversial bit here because I know that Windows, maybe it has this, maybe it doesn't have this. I can never remember. I use a Mac computer, and all we have to do is hit the Option key. And when we hit the Option key, it changes. As you can see, it's changing from copy note link to copy classic note link. That's the note that I want because this will open up in the actual application on whatever device I'm using. Now I can go into my Todoist, which is the to-do list manager that I use. I got a task here called Review Notes in Evernote. So all I have to do is, I'm going to put this in brackets first because I like to do that. You don't have to do it this way. You can do it whichever way you want. You can do this after. When in Todoist, if you turn that into brackets, and then all I have to do is paste and save. And what I have now is not what I wanted because I didn't put a space bar in it. So let's go into there and just change that. If I click on this, just move that across. Let's get the. Actually, we're going to start that again. Oh, that's all I have to do. I need to put a space into there like that, save that. And now I've got what's called a clickable link that's going to take me to the actual note in Evernote. So when I click on that, it opens up the table of contents and I can actually go in and organize, go to the note that I'm actually looking for from that one note. Now, I've covered table of contents before with many of my students on this. So what I really want to emphasize is if you add more notes into this, you will need to redo the table of contents. But that's not really a big deal. Maybe you want to redo the table of contents when you do your weekly review, whatever. All you'd have to do is delete the existing one. So I can delete that one. And then I could add another note, and then I can just highlight them all and create a table of contents. And if you timed me on that, it took less than 10 seconds to do it. So come on. Okay, it's not the perfect system. As I add notes, it's not going to add to the table of contents. It's not going to live update the table of contents. But as it takes me less than 10 seconds to recreate a new table of contents, I don't actually have a problem with that. The only thing that I would point out, and I'm sure you're all thinking this, well, won't you have to create a new table of contents? Yes, I do. I would have to go into it. I'd have to add in control, copy note link, copy classic note link, and I would have to change this. But again, I don't actually have a problem with changing this because all I have to do is just highlight that, delete, hit return, and I've now got my new note in there, and that's going to take me to the note. So for me, it's not a big deal. I can do that in my weekly review. Yes, I would love Evernote to be able to have a live update of a table of contents. Maybe that's on their roadmap. I don't know, but it doesn't really matter because it doesn't really take me that long to recreate the note, and it really is important. And I do it as part of my weekly review, so it's not such a big deal for me. Okay, hopefully that's given you an idea of what you can do with table of contents and how it can affect you and how it can manage with your projects, because as I've always pointed out, your notes application is where you would put your reference material related to the project, and your to-do list manager is just telling you what you need to do on the next part of the project. So hopefully that's given you some ideas, and it really is very, very fast, and I really don't think there's a big deal with it. But of course, hopefully one day Evernote might do a live update of the table of contents, and that would be fantastic. At the moment, it's not there, so we have to kind of hack it or find ways to work around it. Okay, thank you very much for watching this episode. If you like this episode, don't forget to click on the like button below, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. It just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw and you want to take your productivity to the next level, I'd just like to let you know that I have just recently launched a new online course called Your Digital Life 2.0 Online. Now, this course is based on the book that I published last year, Your Digital Life 2.0, and it is a fully comprehensive course designed to help you to build your very own productivity system, and it will take you through it step by step by step, the tools, what you need to set it up, how you need to set it up, and it's really going to help you. I'm going to be updating this course on a regular basis, maybe once or twice a month. I'm going to be adding extra lessons that can really help you to focus in on what's important to you. But not only do you get access to this course, but you also get free access to my Achieve Your Goals course and Supercharge Your Email Productivity course. This is a fully comprehensive course, and you also get a free copy of Your Digital Life 2.0. This is tremendous value, and I really think you should take advantage of this now. And it's only $39.99. If you've already bought the book, you can get the course 50% off, that's $19.99. And if you're already enrolled in my Supercharge Your Productivity course, also you can get 50% off at $19.99. So come on in and get yourself enrolled in this course. The full details are at my website, www.carlpauline.com. I would love to see you there so that I can really help you to get yourself building your very own personal productivity system and a system that works for you. Thanks very much for watching this video. See you next time.